You're locked into your source for all things Tampa Bay. The Current with Roxanne Wilder.
I love doing interviews and stories related to junior achievement. We have a special guest joining us now. His name is Jonny Sutherland, and he's going to tell us about everything great that's going on with junior achievement of Tampa Bay, even through these tough times. Jonny, good morning. Great to talk with you today.
Thank you, Roxanne. I really appreciate you having me on.
Well, we always love talking about junior achievement of Tampa Bay on The Current. And I told you off air, I grew up doing junior achievement, being a part of junior achievement. I love it. I think it's a wonderful organization and experience. What's your background with junior achievement?
So I'm fairly new to junior achievement. I've been in my role for about 10 months now. So I'm the marketing and communications manager. I basically handle all sort of digital media, external and internal communications, and handle all of our kind of social media platforms and website design as well.
Very cool. And so what are some of the great things that you have going on with junior achievement? Actually, we're going to get to those in a moment. I want to just start explaining for those who aren't familiar with junior achievement of Tampa Bay, what your endeavors are, what your goals are.
Yeah, so Junior Achievement at Tampa Bay, Junior Achievement as a national organization has been around for over 100 years. We're a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit organization focused on education, more relevant education in terms of bringing authenticity and application through our three pillars of financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and work readiness. So we try and target the students from K through 12 with more relevant learning applications, which they can connect the classroom to real world upon them graduating their career as a student.
I'm biased because I've lived in the Tampa Bay area my entire life, but I feel like this is just such a great business climate for junior achievement to exist in, because there are so many businesses and are so many ways that you can connect the dots and like you said, bridge the gap between students in classrooms and application in the real world.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we're so lucky to have such an amazing business community and education community here. We really have an amazing relationship built, by and large by our amazing staff and leadership of Richard George. So in tandem with these two education and business communities, we're able to really reach students and give them that relevant learning experience. Now more than ever, economic education, economic mobility, and economic opportunity are kind of at the key forefront in how we're going to transition and try and build back a more relevant economy that can, work for everyone as well. So having that partnership within this community and the Tampa Bay community is really something that we strive to continue to build upon. And really try and impact as many students as we possibly can.
Mm-hmm. Now, since COVID-19 pandemic hit, things have changed as far as how students learn. And what kinds of things have you been going through with junior achievement to adjust to what's happened, adjust to the pandemic, and still make these great opportunities available?
Yeah, so since COVID happened, obviously, we have two capstone programs on campus, our main campus in North Tampa. So we try and mirror the school districts. So, for example, Hillsborough County School District, when they closed down, we mirrored exactly what they were doing. So we decided the safety of the students, staff, and teachers and volunteers is always at our forefront. So we decided to close down our classroom learning and our campus learning, but we were able to transition really quickly to a virtual online platform. Credit to our education staff and the national education staff. We were able to give free online learning resources almost immediately to students. And for parents listening at home and teachers listening at home, I think they realize how difficult virtual learning has been. And to be able to just provide, these programs and learning tools for students was such a good achievement from our education team. Really giving those students an opportunity to get back into a learning environment where they're still getting that experiential learning about personal finance, learning about budgeting, all of those key issues that they're going to need in their future careers and future lives was definitely key for us to try and make sure that we were still impacting students, although we couldn't have them in person.
And so one thing that you do is you have these virtual volunteer sessions with a virtual speaker. So I think on both sides, it's important for students who would be a part of Junior Achievement to know about that. And also, you're still looking for volunteers. If someone's saying, you know what, I want to volunteer, I've always wanted to be a part of this, you still have those opportunities even amidst the pandemic.
Definitely. And, the outcry for the volunteers, the Tampa Bay community has been awesome. We have a really engaged volunteer corps, and they've been begging and itching to try and get back and give back to the community and give back to JA. So we had this amazing opportunity to provide these virtual volunteer speaker series. They can all be found at JA YouTube and across the board on our social media platforms as well. So it's roughly a kind of 6 to 10 minute career informative. These volunteers come on, they talk about their career, their experience in high school, in college, just to try and give insight and a bit of a role model experience for the students at home who can go on, look at JA YouTube, search one of the careers they're interested in, and find out more about someone who's made it, their successful path, and see how they can achieve through that mentorship that we offer.
Let's elaborate on the Think Big for Kids with the virtual showcase. Let's talk about that taking place on July 30th and what's going to happen.
Yeah, so we're really excited. Think Big for Kids is an amazing nonprofit organization just like ourselves. It was founded by Tony D. Benedetto, who was trying to offer something for, underprivileged youth, helping them to, through career exploration, mentorship, and skills development. So we thought, what better way to partner with this organization as well and to expand our reach within the community. So the Think Big for Kids is a virtual career showcase that is happening, as you said, on July 30th. We'll have, several speakers, and students can tune in and really get a better understanding of these amazing speakers, these amazing successful career individuals, and see what kind of path and inspiration they can draw from that career showcase. So we're really excited for this opportunity.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And one thing I want to go back to that you hit on was the financial part of junior achievement. I think that may be one of the areas where people notice there's a little bit of lacking in tradition, or not traditional, but just, the regular curriculum of high school, for instance. You're missing some of those great financial lessons that you need to learn to go out to be a functional member of society and to participate in business. And you take that to a new level with the JA Finance Park, where you're able to really help kids with that.
Yes, definitely. I think all throughout our K through 12, we start at a young age, and really try and build upon those blocks of financial literacy. Obviously, finance is something that once you get out of college or high school, wherever it is, some people, including myself, haven't got the wisest of ideas of how to handle their money, how to budget. So JA Finance Park's an amazing facility. Anyone that hasn't volunteered with JA, you need to go ahead and do it. It will literally blow your mind. So when I started with JA and even joined as a volunteer, so Finance Park really offers budgeting, financial information, and gives a simulated character for children, for students that we serve. So it's for 8th graders. They come in, they have this character. It could be a 23-year-old straight out of college who has $30,000 of debt. They have to budget, they have an income, they have debts to pay, they have car payments to pay. So they've got to go throughout the day and really see where their money can be. And, it goes from there. You could have a simulated character who's maybe 60 years old, has 3 kids, has 2 car payments, but is earning $200,000 a year. So it's interesting to see the varied levels. And the students come in and it's a really fun and engaging experience for them. I think the feedback that we get from them is probably the best thing. They'll come back and say, I have such a better understanding of my parents now, because they have to go through all of these budgeting and finance. So it's really just a really good insight into, for a middle schooler, an 8th grader coming in, being able to give them that opportunity. And then obviously with high school, we have in-school personal finance delivered by volunteers again in school, and obviously for now virtually. But that just builds upon it even further. And I think it's a vital component that all students of all ages should get taught.
Absolutely. I can't believe that. I love that part about the kids come back and they say, oh my gosh, we get it, Mom and Dad. We understand the stress that you experience when you're trying to budget and take care of us. That's the best compliment. So
Exactly.
What's in store for the future? What are the plans exactly for the fall? And we can talk too as well about how you work with Hillsborough County with the reopening plan.
Yeah, so obviously GA Tampa Bay is primarily based in Hillsborough County, but we have a large reach. We work with Pinellas County and then the surrounding areas as well, 13 districts in total. But we are mirroring the school district in terms of in-class, whether on campus or, volunteers in the classroom. We're mirroring the Hillsborough County School District, Pinellas County School District, just to make sure that we're following all safety guidelines. Again, safety is at the key forefront of our thinking with all of this. So we're not going to do anything that puts anything in jeopardy for that. But we're trying to focus on that. That being said, we have a great team here that's working tirelessly to make sure that these students still get that experiential learning. So whether it's a hybrid, whether it's in class, or whether it's virtual, we're committed to delivering these programs to the best of our abilities and still making a tremendous impact on these students' lives.
And it is such a great experience, all the junior achievement opportunities and experiences that you all offer. And I do want to hit on the volunteer aspect again one more time, because are you looking for volunteers all the time? I would imagine so. I know you have great partners, but what's the process if someone says, I would like to be a part of this?
Yeah, definitely. We're always looking for volunteers, whether or not it's in the future. Our volunteer coordinator, Carla Prescott, she does a great job within the business community. But yeah, I encourage you to get on the GA Tampa Bay website, contact us on social media. Whichever way, we're always looking for volunteers. And hopefully when things get back to normal, we have every volunteer back again making an impact on students. If it's virtually, we're always looking for speaker videos. We're always looking for personal finance volunteers as well. So we're always trying to expand our volunteer contingent and stay engaged within our community.
And Jonny, what about the 3DE schools? That's a program that you're really making strides with right now. Where does that stand? What does the future look like?
Yeah, so 3D Schools is probably our most transformative project yet. It's basically re-engineering public high school education in a catalyzing way for 4 Tampa Bay area high schools. We have 2 in Pinellas County and 2 in Hillsborough County. Those are Chamberlain High School and Hillsborough High School in Hillsborough County, and then Dunedin and St. Pete in Pinellas County. So 3DE by Junior Achievement was piloted in Atlanta over 5 years ago. It's focused on public high school education, making it more relevant and experiential and authentic. We partner with the business community and provide everything through a case method. So the business community will come in. They'll actually have their volunteers come in and promote these, case challenges. So students are learning, real life, authentic opportunities and career exploration, all within their curriculum and their interdisciplinary learning at the same time. It's a transformative program that's going on right now, and the results, especially from Banneker, where it's been tried and tested for the past 5 years, absentee rates are down, graduation rates are up. Success rates are up. We've just had such an amazing experience learning from the Atlanta model. And I know Superintendent Dr. Mike Grego from Pinellas County is a huge advocate of it. We actually had a town hall promoting 3D last week, which was a success. We had a few speakers, including Dr. Grego, come and speak and testify of 3D. So we're really excited about it transforming, enabling economic mobility, economic education for all of these public high schools. And we couldn't be happier to bring it. And again, if schools have to go for a virtual, we have the capacity to do that as well. So we're really ready and excited, and we can't wait for the fall to be able to impact these students at the high school level even further.
Fantastic, Jonny. And where can folks go online for more information or just to learn about Junior Achievement and be a part of this?
Yeah, so Junior Achievement, if you want to learn more, go to www.jtampabay.org. There you can find out all the information you need to know about our programs, how to get involved, any events that we've got going on. You can also find us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, across the board on social media. And we're constantly looking for volunteers and people to try and engage with Junior Achievement. So yeah, that's basically that.
Fantastic. Final question for you, Jonny. I can hear your passion for all of this with the specificity of the information, and I know this is very important to you. What do you love most about this? What do you look at and say, oh my gosh, I'm making such a big difference and it's exciting? What do you enjoy about it?
I think it's the transformative, individual story. So when you get a student that really comes in and says, if it wasn't for GAA, I wouldn't be where I am today. Those are the key stories that we look for. And as a former journalist myself, hearing those stories really make me love what I'm doing.
Very cool. And I'm actually following you now on Twitter. I'm about to hit follow. You are at Sutherland94. So there we go. So great talking with you, Jonny. And again, I said earlier, we love to get the word out on Junior Achievement of Tampa Bay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Roxanne. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much to Jonny and to all of our wonderful guests from today. Thank you for listening. We'll talk with you soon. For everyone here at Beasley Media Group, I'm Roxanne Wilder.